You guys asked for it, now I'm going to give it to you. We're going to give you the 7 top high-proof Blancos that I recommend right here on the Tequila Hombre, coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre. After I did my 5 Blancos that I recommend, I got an influx of messages from viewers wondering what high-proof Blancos would I recommend. So I had to do some soul searching and kind of exploring and remembering and looking at my notes, and I came up with the 7 top high-proof Blancos that I recommend, and we'll count them down from 7 up to number 1, and we'll do that starting now. All right, my number 7 choice comes out of the highlands of Jalisco, and master distiller Carlos Camarena at Distillery La Alteña. It is Tapatio 110 Blanco. It is a beautiful Blanco, one that's not for those that are faint at heart. It's got a loud kick to it, a lot of spicy pepperness to it. I love it because it's cooked agave, it's got a vegetalness to it. I even detect some jalapeno in it, which is just great, and a little hint of citrus. It is bold, it is flavorful, and it lets you know that it's there. It is not for a beginning tequila person. It's got a kind of an advanced palate, an advanced kick to it, but it is very good. I highly recommend it. If you've had the Tapatio regular Blanco, this really takes things up a notch and really blows you away with flavor. So number 7 is Tapatio 110. Our number 6 choice also comes out of the highlands of Jalisco and Arandas, and it's actually Carlos's brother Felipe Camarena from El Pandillo Distillery. It is Turalta 110 with this beautiful high-proof Blanco also coming in at 55% alcohol. Felipe uses deep well water from 450 plus feet deep, which really adds a nice minerality to it. So you really get some great cooked agave from it. You get a little vegetalness from it, some citrus in it as well, and it's got some really bold flavor, and as well as a little bit of mint on the end of it. I love Turalta. It's a great high-proof Blanco. It's got a nice peppery kick to it, and it really is beautiful expression. You don't have to worry about it being overpowered in cocktails if you use it in cocktails, but it's also an excellent sipper. So again, number 6 is Turalta from El Pandillo in Arandas and Felipe Camarena. My number 5 choice comes from the lowlands of Jalisco, and the distillery is Casco Een. It is the Casco Een Plata. It's 48% alcohol. It is a beautiful, beautiful high-proof Blanco. It's got a really nice agave sweetness to it, little hints of vanilla in there, some citrus, some other beautiful flavors that combine together to really give you a really nice, pleasant, beautiful high-proof Blanco. I highly recommend it. It's great. If you haven't tried Casco Een, their Plata, the 48%, make sure you try it. A great high-proof Blanco. This is coming at number 5 for me. Try it. You'll like it. My number 4 choice also comes from the lowlands in Tequila, Jalisco, but they source all their agave from the highlands. It is Fuentes Escacha by master distiller Enrique Fonseca. It is a beautiful, beautiful high-proof Blanco coming in at 46% alcohol. It really has a wonderful flavor profile with lots of beautiful cooked agave to it, loads of cinnamon that come through. It's got hints of citrus, little vegetalness to it. It's got some mint in there. It's got just some beautiful depth to it. This one I'd recommend sipping just neat out of a glass. I wouldn't want to mix it in with any cocktails because you'll lose some of the really interesting flavors that this beautiful high-proof Blanco has to offer. So number 4 is Fuentes Escacha. My number 3 selection also comes from the city of Tequila, Jalisco, and it's by master distiller Guillermo Souza. You've guessed it, it is Fortaleza Still Strength. This is a beautiful, beautiful high-proof Blanco coming in at 46% alcohol. It's got beautiful cooked agave taste to it, a little bit of olive that comes through, some citrus in there as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful high proof Blanco. Works great in cocktails or as a sipper. And if you've liked the Fortaleza Blanco by itself, this really kicks the flavor profile up a notch and really is a beautiful high proof Blanco. I highly recommend it. This is one that I always keep on hand and I always love to sip with it. That is Fortaleza Still Strength Blanco, number 3. Coming in at number 2 is a tequila that was my number 1 pick for a long time until it was just recently unseated. And it comes from the highlands of Jalisco and master distiller Sophie Decabec. It is Cajal 23 Criollo. It is a beautiful high proof Blanco coming in at 49.3% alcohol. It is made with a special type of Weber Blue Agave called Criollo, which are smaller and sweeter and really produces a magnificent, very complex flavor profile. It's got a floralness to it. It's got beautiful agave. It's got an earthiness to it, a little bit of mint, some pepper, and it's just a really beautiful flavor experience from this tequila. If you haven't tried the Cajal 23 Criollo, it is one that you definitely have to pick up and try and get the experience of this beautiful tequila. I wouldn't mix this in a cocktail. I would drink it neat in a glass because you can just pick out flavors all day long from it. It's so complex and it gives you such a neat experience. So coming in at number 2 is Cajal 23 Criollo. My number 1 spot now goes to a new crown champion. The Cajal 23 was my number 1 and Fortaleza Still Strength was my number 2. But now my number 1 spot goes to G4 from Felipe Camarena in the highlands of Jalisco from Distilleria El Pendillo. It is a beautiful high proof Blanco. I was gifted this bottle when I went to visit Felipe, and he said, give it a try and tell him what I think, and it is fantastic. From it, I get beautiful cooked agave with the baking spices in there. It's got a nice mineralness to it from the mix of the rainwater and the natural spring water that he uses. It's got citrus, it's got vanilla, it's got a nice pepperness to it, a little bit of anise mixed in. It is very complex, a very beautiful high proof Blanco. I highly recommend it. And if you're interested in getting some of this, it's going to be released to the public in late June, early July. And if you'd like first shot at it, I'll put a link below in the description where you can click on it and get some more information and see if it's something that you want to get involved in. So there you go. My number 1 spot goes to G4 high proof Blanco coming in. It'll be at 108 proof. This one is 110 proof. So it's 54 versus 55% alcohol. All right, well, there you go. There's my top 7 high proof Blancos. All of those are really good. I highly recommend them. Some honorable mentions that I did not select in my top 7, but deserve a mention. Gran Duvejo high proof Blanco. It is a very good high proof Blanco. I always recommend it for people. As well as Don Fulano Fuerte is very good high proof Blanco. And there's some other ones in there as well that I may not mention, but I've tried quite a few of them, and there are some really good ones out there. So don't be afraid to try some other ones as well. If you've tried some other high proof Blancos that I didn't mention, would like to tell me about it or would like to see a review, comment below. I would love to hear some referrals or some requests from you guys. Also, if you've tried any of the high proof Blancos that I mentioned in this video and like to give me your opinion on them, I would definitely love to hear those. So make sure you comment below. I love it when you guys comment, and if you watch, I always respond. I really love interacting with you guys and hearing what your feedback is, as well as answering any questions that you may have. All right, and don't forget to click the like button there. Give me a like for the information I shared. And more importantly, don't forget to click that little subscribe button right here, because I've got some other great reviews that are going to be coming up for you guys soon, as well as we're going to be doing a massive giveaway. And in order for you to win any of the prizes, you have to click that subscribe button and be subscribed, and you have to be commenting on the channel. All right? So make sure you do that, because I want to see you win something. Well, that's all I have for you for today, and until next episode, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. Salud.